A good evening to you. Welcome to The Loop. My name is Valentine Joroge.
And my name is Mike Washira.
As always, we are taking a bold and fresh look at our lives in Kenya today. And tonight we are asking the question, is parenting all that you dreamt it would be? We're sold a dream. We're told, especially as women, that your life begins when you pop out a baby. Is that really true? And we've got an amazing panel of women speaking to us about this, starting with Jerry Furaha, who, let's just listen to what she has to say.
Women, mothers are not supposed to say it, but there is a regret that when you're honest with yourself in your corner, in your room, by yourself, you have to look at it and you have to own it that, yes, I love my children. They're the most precious things that I have, but they came at the wrong time. They stopped me in advancing my career. They stopped me in doing what I had planned to do. Is that a bad thing? I don't know why society makes it a bad thing. Because it's a human emotion.
A very brave Jerry Furaha. I can't wait to meet her. She'll be with us in just a few minutes. And let us know if this is true for you. Do you regret any aspect of your parenting? Is parenting all that you were told it was going to be for you? Our WhatsApp line is on the screen right now. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We are on Facebook. The Loop on K24. Can't wait to hear from you.
You know, the thing is, when women complain or, they talk up the voice there, regrets about having children too early or, they didn't plan it very well, there's a problem. When women say they're not ready to have children, it's a problem. Where do we draw the line? And do fathers have it easier than mothers? We definitely want to have this conversation with you. And, K24 is also the home of Premier League action. So tomorrow at 6 p.m., Leeds face Crystal Palace for some exciting, titillating, high-octane action that happens right here on K24. 6 p.m. tomorrow, you do not want to miss that. And later on the show, on Unplugged, I have singer, songwriter, performing artist, and instrumentalist Chemtai Sage is going to be here to tell us about her journey in music and her latest projects in 2020. But right now, let's find out what stories are making your highlights.
Cases are increasing at a time when we do not have money to buy even PPEs and surgical masks and others. But we are trying, we are using all the ways possible.
A 334-bed capacity facility was launched at the Kiambu County COVID-19 Center as war on the virus intensifies.
I want to give them 24 hours to reverse the processes that they are trying to do, and to ensure that the desks go to the appropriate schools that they were assigned to. Otherwise, we shall just proceed to arrest them. We are not going to argue.
Education CS George Magoha warns teachers against derailing the 1.9 billion shillings desks and lockers project. Weatherman warns of possible floods in parts of the country with ongoing rains forecast to intensify over the weekend. Joe Biden verges on presidency after pulling ahead in Pennsylvania. Let's get you in the loop with looking at our top stories, and our sign language interpreter tonight is Evelyn Wangoi. Kiambu County has launched an isolation center at the Kiambu County COVID-19 Center that is aimed at easing the health burden occasioned by the rise in COVID-19 cases within the county.
In the county government has warned people flouting Ministry of Health guidelines, especially those in the public transport sector and open-air markets. Our reporter Georgina Magondu visited the center and filed the following report.
COVID-19 infection cases have been on the rise in Kiambu County, even as residents continue being urged to observe the MOH protocols in order to stop the spread of the virus.
1, 2, 3, let's give them a round of applause.
This has prompted the county government, led by Governor James Nyoro in collaboration with Mabati Rolling Mills, to build an isolation center at the Kiambu County COVID-19 Center in Tigoni to help address the health burden in the county.
Cases are increasing at a time when we do not have money to buy even PPEs and surgical masks and others. But we are trying, We are using all the ways possible.
Speaking during the launch, Nyoro said that the 334-bed capacity facility has 30 COVID-19 patients, adding that the county administration is working towards achieving the 1,000 isolation bed capacity mark before the end of the month with piped oxygen to serve all COVID-19 patients.
Watu wasione kama ni mzaha. Hii COVID iko imefika na imefika kwa njia kubwa sana. Kwa hivyo ndio tunataka, prevention is better than cure. Ndio tunataka kufanya hii maneno ili tuwe tumezuia.
Nyoro at the same time urged school heads to reach out to the county government in the event of a suspected case in the schools, saying that testing has been conducted at the Mamangina and Loreto high schools where positive students have been sent on mandatory isolation while the schools get fumigated.
Tuko na ambulances za kutosha, shule tu iwe inatupigia simu kama wako na shida, kama wakipata testing, na sisi tuna capacity ya kutest kwa sababu nilisema siku hizi tuna test na iri.
This comes even as 1,109 people have tested positive for the virus from a sample size of 7,153 tested in the last 24 hours, bringing to 60,704 the number of confirmed positive cases in the country. Even as the country continues to face a possible second wave of the COVID-19, counties have been urged to put up measures to ensure that they curb the spread of the disease. Jijina Magundu, K24 from Kiambu County.
Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha has issued a stern warning to some ministry officials who he claims are colluding with teachers to hijack distribution of desks in public schools within the country.
Magoha, who was speaking in Eldoret, noted that his ministry will not hesitate to punish anybody found trying to unfairly benefit from the exercise that aims to equip learners across the county.
Tough-speaking Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha made his fourth visit in a span of 3 months in the North region to inspect learning institutions amid rising cases of COVID-19 that has caused panic among learners and parents alike. The CS used the occasion to issue a stern warning to unscrupulous education officials working in cahoots with some teachers to divert desks meant for public schools to private entities, and gave a specific notice to teachers in Migori County.
So for those teachers in Migori area who, together with some of my officers, think that they are smarter than the government, I want to give them 24 hours to reverse the processes that they are trying to do and to ensure that the desks go to the appropriate schools that they were assigned to. Otherwise, we shall just proceed to arrest them. We are not going to argue.
He further lauded the 1.9 billion shillings initiative that would see 650,000 desks shared among public schools, while saying the Juakali industry mandated for the task is doing incredible work.
As part of the 100% inspection of the excellent work being done by our Juakali youth with regards to the 653,000 odd desks, and that you have confirmed yourselves that the quality of the product is good.
However, the CS was critical of some education officers for failing to conduct inspection in learning institutions in his absence, saying he will not condone such officials at this critical time when the sector has been paralyzed by COVID-19 pandemic.
I've also noticed that my field officers, especially the lower level of my field officers, only follow me when I come to inspect schools. And we are going to act very swiftly to ensure that everybody, it doesn't matter who you are, as long as you're being paid by the exchequer through taxpayers' money, that you work and inspect the schools. Otherwise, the situation we have seen at the back there, which I am coming to inspect in about 2 hours when I finish with the Eldoret Polytechnic, tells you that some of my people are sleeping on the job.
Timothy Simwa, K24, Eldoret.
President Uhuru Kenyatta kicked off his official visit to Rome on Friday by meeting His Holiness Pope Francis at the Vatican Palace.
The Kenyan delegation sought the Catholic Church's enhanced participation in Kenya's education, training and health sectors in support of the government's Big Four agenda, especially the ongoing rollout of the Universal Health Coverage Program.
President Kenyatta is making history as the first Kenyan head of state to visit the Vatican. Kenya established diplomatic ties with the Holy See in 1965. Mombi Wambogo has more.
Kenyatta proceeded for a private audience with Pope Francis before leading the lean Kenyan delegation that included Foreign Affairs Cabinet Secretary Rachel Omamol for bilateral talks with their host led by Cardinal Bishop Pietro Parolin. The two delegations discussed several subjects of mutual interest between Kenya and the Holy See, among them education, health, regional peace and security, as well as the fight against COVID-19. In an interview ahead of President Kenyatta's arrival in Rome, Kenya's envoy to the Vatican, Professor Judy Wakungu, said President Kenyatta's rare audience with the Holy Father signifies the high regard in which Pope Francis holds the Kenyan leader.
Now, it's important for us in Kenya to appreciate the value, the importance, and the fact that this visit is extremely rare. The reason that it is rare is that it's not usual for the Holy Father to have an audience with just any head of state.
Professor Wakungu, who also serves Kenya's envoy to France, said Kenya is an attractive partner of the Holy See because of its impressive profile as a regional peacemaker and the country's growing influence as it prepares to occupy its seat on the UN Security Council.
We anticipate that during this audience, the Holy Father and His Excellency the President will discuss further and deepen that relationship in terms of how we combat the pandemic going forward. They will also discuss economic recovery strategies.
The Catholic Church is one of the Kenya's foremost development partners, especially in education, health sectors. The church runs 7,740 schools, manages 220 vocational institutions, 5 colleges and a university. In healthcare, the Catholic Church is the largest non-state provider of health services in the country, with close to 500 health facilities spread across the country. Mombi Wambogo, K24, The Loop.
The Kenya Meteorological Department has warned of heavy rainfall and flooding from November 8th to November 10th. The Met announced in an advisory released on Thursday that the ongoing rains will continue, with a likelihood of the rain intensifying to more than 30 millimeters in southwestern parts of Kenya, Nairobi, eastern and the coastal region.
The department also cautioned Kenyans against driving through or walking in moving water or open fields, sheltering under trees or near windows to minimize exposure to lightning strikes.
And you're almost in the loop. We're going to come back and let you know who has won the American race for presidency in just a few minutes.